It is another wonderful moment to learn writing tips. My name is Joseph Jacob. Adverb is our focus for today. An adverb can be defined as a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Let's examine further how an adverb performs these three functions. When it modifies a verb, it tells us one, when the action took place. Obi killed a snake yesterday. It tells us that the killing took place yesterday. Number two, it tells us how the action took place. Obi killed the snake quickly. 3. It tells us where the action took place. Obi killed the snake here. 4. It tells us where the action took place. Obi killed the snake to protect the chicks. And 5. It tells us how often the action takes place. Obi kills snakes regularly. Now, let's look at when it modifies an adjective. This example, Angela wore a beautifully designed dress. The adjective here is designed. The word beautifully is an adverb modifying the adjective designed. Let's look at the third function, when adverbs modifies adverbs. The action is vitally important. Important itself is an adverb. Vitally is another adverb modifying it. With the foregoing, you may have noticed that many adverbs end with ly. Let us now consider types of adverbs. Adverbs are classified based on what kind of information they give us. Let's consider 6 common types of adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of time, adverbs of manner, adverbs of degree, adverbs of place. Conjunctive adverbs. As the name implies, they act like a conjunction connecting two sentences or clauses together. For example, Kylian Mbappe scored a hat-trick, full stop, but Messi won the man of the match. Some writers prefer to use a semicolon to indicate the end of the first sentence rather than a full stop. Let's look at our first example again. Kylian Mbappe scored a hat-trick, semicolon, but Messi won the man of the match. In this case, a semicolon is used instead of a full stop. In the second sentence, the conjunctive adverb but tells us that the sentence is related to the one immediately before it. The adverb acts like a conjunction by linking these two sentences together. Here are other words that can function as a conjunctive adverb. Again, also, besides, certainly, finally, for example, however, instead, meanwhile, nevertheless, next, therefore, so, still, then, yet. The second type of adverb is adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency tell us how often an event occurs or happens. Here are some of the words we can use to show frequency: always, constantly, daily, frequently, monthly, never, occasionally, sometimes, usually, weekly, yearly. The third type of adverb is adverb of time. As the name implies, it tells us when something happens. It can refer to a specific time or a more general time period. When we use words like early, eventually, forever, late, now, recently, since, soon, still, today, tomorrow, tonight, later, yesterday, yet, we are referring to adverb of time. The fourth type is adverbs of manner. This adverb tells us how something happens. Most of them are adverbs formed from adjectives, and therefore they end in ly. Angrily, cautiously, deftly, hungrily, loudly, nicely, precisely, slowly, unknowingly are all examples of adverb of manner. The next is adverb of degree. This adverb is all about the intensity of an action. When we use words like barely, deeply, extremely, fairly, greatly, hardly, highly, incredibly, intensely, less, least, little, more, most, much, quite, really, somewhat, too, totally, very, we are all referring to adverb of degree. The sixth type of adverb is adverbs of place. It tells us where something happens. Words like anywhere, away, east, everywhere, here, in, inside, left, north, nowhere, off, on, out, outside, over, right, somewhere, south, there, wherever, under, west are all words that are adverbs of place. This is where the cookies crumble on today's video. Our next video will be on preposition. Bye-bye.